Anyway, so that's why gay couples adopt. That's why. And often from China, because they make a lot of stuff there. So that was that. That was the gay couples were adopting Chinese babies because they couldn't have babies, and then a lot of other couples started doing it more around the turn of the century. I used to live in Hollywood, which is a pretty awful place, and everybody there gets Chinese babies. It's very popular. They go and it's not because they can't have babies, and it's not because they're trying to help somebody from far away. It's because they're just busy. They're busy. They want to have a baby, but they don't want to have a baby. You know what I mean? That thing where you can't have your baby and eat it too, or whatever. I don't know how that works. They don't want to get pregnant, is the point. So they go to China. They don't even go to China. They go to the airport, and somebody from China meets them, gives them a baby. It's true. They just take it home, and then they get a Jamaican nanny to watch their Chinese baby. And they go to cocktail parties. We have a Chinese baby. It's amazing. And meanwhile, the Chinese baby and the Jamaican nanny are just alone looking at each other like, what are we doing? What is this? Why can't either of us see our families? Why? What the fuck is the point of this?
Email fight right now. You know, an email fight, not a text fight. A text fight is like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Dick, bitch. You're an asshole, bitch. That's a text fight. An email fight is like, in June when I told you that I had this issue, I was very disappointed in the way you didn't listen. You know those emails you just work on it all night? Like it's the closing argument to a murder case. It's so important, your fucking email. You're pounding it out like Beethoven, and you're pouring water in your head and going deaf and still working on it. And then you send it to somebody. Can you read this and tell me if it's fair what I wrote? Start at the bottom. And they write back, I made a few changes. Oh, thank you, that really captures my voice, and yet... And then you send it to somebody else, and they're like, I would take out eat shit fuckface. And you're like, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna keep it. And then finally you send it.
Think of the worst thing you could think of. There's a funniest one. I'll go first, I'll think of one. School shooting. None of those are funny. Zero funny. But maybe there was one where like the horse girl in the class like could sense something was coming. You know what I mean? And they were like, what's wrong? And she was like,
Smoke County JK.
Yo.
It's your boy Jay.
Brazil.
Alright, y'all. Shane Gillis.
The guy.
Shane Gillis live in Austin stand-up comedy, man.
Yes.
This has been a long time coming, full special. We about to react to it. Because, F it. Why not? You know what I mean? At home, about 48 minutes. So sit back, relax, like and subscribe. Click on the notification bell because your boys are here for a good time.
A long time.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
let's jump into this comedy special. All right.
I was thinking about the first time like Congress had to come up with age of consent. That had to be like the powdered wigs and stuff. That had to be a rough day for the fellas. It's like some guy coming up first, like, from Rhode Island, 12. And I was like, ew, ew.
Oh my God.
No, dude. I don't know. Why'd I have to go first on this one? It's like the hardest one to go first on. No, I'm fine. Just talking shit.
So the bees about to come on.
I know, right? I said that was a good job. It's still ain't good.
This is exciting. I was a little too excited. I panicked and got this haircut. What an insane fuck up. My hair was fine. It was totally fine. And then 2 days ago, I was like, I gotta salvage this. It's crazy that I thought the hair, like my hair was.
That hairline crazy though.
I was like, if I fix my hair, I'll look good. Like that was the final piece of the puzzle for me. There's a Dominican barbershop by my house in New York. I think I'm the first white guy that's ever been in there. I was basically Christopher Columbus of this barbershop. And they fucked me up, dude. If you're white, don't get a Dominican haircut. You end up just looking more racist. It was nice though. He kept trying to reassure me the whole time. He was like, "No, man, your head's good." That's all he kept saying. Your head's good. I was like, "Oh, thank you." Whatever. Fuck this haircut. How are you guys? Look, it's good. It's good. I'm happy. It's nice. Everybody's back inside. All that shit. I don't know. I liked COVID. I had a nice time. I live in New York, so I left. I went back to my parents' house because I have white privilege. Some people didn't get to leave the city. I did because of my privilege, and I used it. You gotta use it. You know what I mean? Doesn't it feel more disrespectful to waste it? You know what? Then we're all just being racist for nothing? But no, it's good. I went home. My parents, I haven't lived with them in over 10 years. They got old. They're old as fuck. With milk, though. I'm back on milk. I've been fucking crushing milk lately. I got fucking milk fat this year. It's a weird time in life to have a milk renaissance. It's 33. But it was nice. I think my favorite part of the year was I got to watch my dad watch the news. It was a rough year for my dad and the news. He's a Fox News guy. It's fine. Also, I see you guys. Most of you have Fox News dads. How dare you deny your fathers? That's a good dad. I don't watch Fox, but that's a good Fox News mom? That's bad. You don't want a Fox News mom. That's a bad mom.
Yeah.
She smokes in the house. But a Fox News dad, that's a good fucking dad. Can you imagine if you had a fucking MSNBC dad? Just some guy every night at dinner like, we need to start focusing on renewable energy. It's like, ew, dude, I didn't know dad was gay. Talking to me about solar panels like a fucking lady. He might have had her straight as hell, dude. We fucking hate the environment. That's how straight we are. All we talk about is eating pussy and fracking. We hate nature. We go fishing. We don't even eat fish, dude. We just catch them and fucking. No, he's good. He likes Fox. He watches Fox. He watches it every night. Like every Fox News dad, my dad watches Fox every night until he can't. That's how long they watch. They watch every night until they get so angry they have to go to bed. My dad will watch for like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, he'll just stand up and be like, fucking Mr. Potato Head's trans? I'm going to bed. This world's going to hell. He's all about it, dude. He loves it. Like every Fox News dad, my dad watches Fox with one goal. He's just trying to get one fact. That's all he's doing. He's sitting there, he's trying to retain one piece of information that he can then relay to whoever's unlucky enough to enter the living room while he's watching. And you'd think it'd be easy to get one fact, but every once in a while there's like a commercial for like a commemorative 9/11 gold coin. Just fucking wipes their hard drive. All right, what was I watching? I gotta get one of those. I gotta get my hands on one of those patriotic coins. My dad drinks too, so he can never get a fact, ever. You'll come in the living room. He's hammered watching the news every night, which is the wildest way to take in world politics. Like just hammered in a recliner, like whoa. It's like footage of rocket attacks in Israel. He's like, whoa. What the hell are they doing over there?
For real.
What's these guys' problem? But he can never get a fact. Like he tries. He uses Fox News as like a PowerPoint for what he's trying to say. Like everyone, like we'll be eating dinner and like Hannity will be saying something. He's like, see, that's what I meant. Look at that. That's me talking. I can't say it that good. He can never get a fact. He'll walk in the living room. He's been watching the news for 3 hours. He'll be like, all right, what's going on in the world? He's like, you want to know? I'll tell you. Fucking Nancy Pelosi's a bitch. It's like, all right.
Wow.
Settle down, dude.
Oh
It's like, that was the news that's the news every night for my dad. They're just like, breaking, did you know Nancy Pelosi's a bitch? I was like, yeah. I had a feeling. But he likes everything they say he agrees with. He's all in. I realize like Fox News is basically black church for old white dudes. You know what I mean? Like literally everything they say, my dad just sits there like, mm-hmm. Yes, preach, Tucker. Every once in a while, he gets hit with the Holy Spirit while he's watching it. The Holy Ghost visits him. He's just like, oh, Lord, build a wall. Can I get a wall?
Can I get a wall?
He needs a wall.
Nah, that is sick. Can I get
That's
a wall?
sick,
like
bro.
in church?
He's
Can I get a wall?
That's messed up.
Comparing it to church, the black people in church is actually funny as fuck. Can I get a wall? Oh, that's
My dad
hilarious,
needs a wall.
dog.
For a guy who lives in central Pennsylvania, securing the southern border is like oddly important to him. I don't know what he's worried about. Like he's gonna lose his job? You know? Like some guy from Honduras is gonna walk the whole way to Pennsylvania. Just slam a resume down on my dad's boss's desk. So you're here for the sales position? Also, I was just at the border of Arizona and Mexico. There's a wall.
Oh,
I had no idea. I got down there, I saw the wall. I was like, holy shit, he built it? They were like, no, it's been here. It's been here for like a century. I was like, oh, you gotta tell my dad. I'm fucking him up. He gets fired up every night. It's a crazy way to go to bed. Every night, just with his
Hammered.
apnea mask on. Fucking every night, just fucking caravan. Dude, you walk into the living room in my house right now, my dad, he'd hit you like, southern border is a mess right now. It's crazy. But I make fun of him for it, and then I do the exact same thing just with my phone. Every night I just look at my phone until I can't. I'm like, fucking Mr. Potato Head's a fucking... That's it, every day.
oh.
I just get on, read opinions from people I know are dumb. Like in person, I know they're dumb. I've talked to them. And I'm still reading their Twitter, their political opinions. It's great. And my Twitter's crazy. It's half where I'm from, which is the middle of Pennsylvania, so it's white trash. And then half, now I live in New York. So it's crazy. Like I still have uncles. They all just got Twitter. They're all fucking fired up. They're having fun, dude. They all have like 0 followers. They just tweet into the void. They love it, dude. They do it for the love of the game. They're like, Panera was good today. Just onto a server that'll outlast civilization. And then now all my new friends are literally communists from Brooklyn. So it's wild, dude. My social, like, I'll get on Twitter, and the first tweet I see will be someone from back home that's just like, fucking Colin Kaepernick better stand up. Like this tweet if you support the police. Share it if you're not gay. Share. Share that. Share it if you're not gay. Fucking share. I'll share that. And then the next post is just one of my new woke white friends that's just like, I'm not racist. That's it. Every day for the last year, just a different white person popping up. Like, look at me. Look at this article I shared to my Instagram story. I'm not racist, right? It's like, all right. You sure? So I don't know if you know this. Like, being racist isn't like a yes or no thing. You know what I mean? It's not like you have it or you don't have it. Like, being racist is more, it's like being hungry. You know? It's like, yeah, you're not right now. You know? It's like, yeah, you're not hungry right now, but a cheeseburger could cut you off on the highway.
Oh, that's a good way
You
to
get hungry. We're hungry all day.
Wow. He's smart. Doing it like that.
The cheeseburger's Jewish in that joke. No, I'm kidding. The cheeseburger is whatever type of cheeseburger you thought it was
That's messed up.
in your racist heart. Anyway. That's it. I just get online, read opinions from people. The news, like other news is kind of like, this is the most divided this country has ever been. It's like with the red states and the blue states. It's like, why? Because we tweet at each other? You know we had a war, right? You know this country had a civil war? That was pretty divided. Like, at least nowadays we're communicating with each other. Back then, those guys never, they got the news like once a month. Some guy would come by on a horse and they were like, who's talking shit? And the guy was like, the South is talking shit. They were like, fuck that, I don't like that. Give me my gun, I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna walk down there for a month straight.
That's how they
Shoot the
eat.
first fucking guy I see down there. That's how much.
That's crazy.
The Civil War was basically just the North just shooting racism out of the South. That's what happened. The North was like, South, fucking chill. And the South was like, no. So a bunch of guys had to walk down there and shoot them a lot. And they were like, all right, we'll let them go. But we're not going to be nice to them for a while.
Wow.
Until we find out they're good at football and then roll tide. Then we fucking-
Oh!
Talking about Alabama.
Oh!
They good at it.
Oh, bro.
Roll Tide. That's right, bro. That's funny, bro. You know what
I can't believe it.
Hey, roll damn tide. I don't like Alabama football. I just watched this documentary on Alabama football. It's great. It's about, well, it's not, I don't know if you should say it's great, but it's about Alabama football. It's about when they desegregated their football team. So up until this point, Alabama football was just white. All right? And everybody down there was pumped on that. They would pack the stadium. Everyone would be like, look at all those whites running around, catching it. And look, I'm not knocking them too hard because I still have a little bit of that in me. You know, like if a white guy catches the ball on Sunday, I'm like, oh shit, go, 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 go. They got him. They got him. It's a tough run, a smart run. Heads up run there. But no, they took it too far. And so the documentary focuses on that. It focuses on Bear Bryant. Bear Bryant, legendary head coach. He was the head coach that brought the first black players onto the team. So the whole documentary is like celebrating Bear Bryant. They're like, fucking way to go, Bear. You did it. What a hero. And then you find out it was 1971. Yeah, well, a little late for high fives on this one, fellas.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 71? Like we had been to the moon.
Man.
There were literally people on the moon before Alabama had black guys in their secondary.
71, that's late.
Does anyone understand? There were white corners. White cornerbacks. You understand how preposterous that is? Some of you are too young to have ever even seen a white corner. They're extinct. They don't exist. There's two left at the San Diego Zoo. And they won't reproduce. You'll never see a white corner.
Extinct is crazy.
But that's what happened. It wasn't like, the reason they desegregated the team, that's what the documentary focuses on, which is great, because it wasn't like, oh, hey, fellas, it's 1971, maybe we should get with the times. What happened was Alabama scheduled USC, Southern Cal. Alabama was confident. They're like, oh, white boys are, we'll take on anybody. And then USC came down to Alabama with a bunch of black dudes from LA, just beat the fuck out of Alabama. And then after the game, Bear Bryant gave like a speech and he was like, hey, y'all, come on. That was it. That's all it took. Everybody down there was like, yeah, we get it. We'll be less racist. If it means we can win.
They got beat.
What? That's what it is. Like as big as racism is in America, football.
Football is higher.
That's true. That's true. Look, there's a Disney movie, Remember the Titans, dedicated to what I just told you. The whole point of that, dude, that was one high school football season. Remember the Titans was like, it was 8 weeks. You know, that whole town went from like centuries of like, don't let them in our school, to just like, oh shit, the high school team's 4-0. Those are my brothers.
That is right.
All right.
Damn.
I'll get off the topic. The point I'm trying to make is if you want to get rights in America, you just got to put together a good football team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
Like if the transgenders got together and put together just a fucking hard-nosed, run it down your throat ball club. If the trans are just 3 yards in a cloud of dust of transgenders. If the trans community could just somehow upset Alabama, everybody down there tomorrow would be like, those are some tough bitches, actually.
Wow.
All right, we got out of that. There's some rough patches in there. That's all right. Well, this won't go great either. You know how like every show and movie now is like a remake of something? They just remake an old thing and just make it like more progressive and just put it out. Like they remade Ocean's 11 like a heist movie with like all gorgeous women. That movie should have been 10 minutes long. They literally should have got to the casino and just blown the security guards. They'd be like, oh, here's the keys to the safe. Take everything. I love you. You guys, you crazy bitches. I love you, bitches. That's it. That's all they make. They either make that or they make slavery movies every year. Those are for no one. I have black friends. I was like, dude, you guys like these? They're like, no, we thought these were for you. It's like, no. We all hate those. Stop making them. It's uncomfortable. Civil rights movies are good though. I like Judas and the Black Messiah was sick. Remember the Titans is great. Hidden Figures was good. The movie about the black ladies at NASA, or as my dad likes to call it, Medea Goes to the Moon.
Oh! Nah, that's
Look.
crazy.
That was him that said that.
But did?
He said that. As soon as he said it, I was like, what did you fucking say? You don't talk like that. So every movie just remade is more
Yeah,
progressive.
right.
I just think it'd be funny if, like, the right started remaking. You know what I mean? If they just start, like, conservatives. Like, there's a new Scooby-Doo coming out. And it'd be funny if, like, the right remade it. It's just like Scooby and the gang going around ripping the wigs off of transgender people. It's like, that's not a woman. Some guy would have got away with it.
No.
We solved the case of the Starbucks ghoul.
Oh, that was crazy.
Has enough time passed that can we admit that Trump was funny? Can we finally admit that he was funny? Well, hold on. I don't like the tone of that. That's not what I'm going for here.
I swear, bro. Hey, this
Hold on, don't get too excited.
Like, hold on,
Don't get
hold
too
on.
excited. Nah, he funny as fuck, bro.
Hold on, hold on.
He said,
That he was funny? Well, hold on. I don't like the tone of that. That's not what I'm going for here. Yeah. A great leader. No. He was funny. Now, whether or not that's a great quality for the commander-in-chief, that's definitely up for debate. But he was funny. I saw it. And I lived in New York, so the whole time he was in office, I would be like, you know, something would happen, I'd show my friends, I'd be like, look at that. They'd be like, what? It's funny. But there's nothing funny about Donald Trump.
Oh.
I don't know. During Hurricane Dorian, he was like, maybe we should nuke it. Like, that was a real suggestion from the president. The president said that. The president of the United States. He was like, hey, we got a big storm coming. You guys want me to blow it up? I was like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I fuck around, dude. That's what I do.
Oh.
I don't know.
did
Now that
do
he's
that.
gone, I'll never watch a debate ever again. Can you imagine, like, just a regular debate now? After we witnessed the GOAT.
Oh.
Undefeated in debates. And he never said a fact. You know how impressive that is? He was funny and he argued like a fifth grader. He was unstoppable. People would try to hit him with statistics and facts. He would just go, wrong. Like, holy fuck, dude. How was no one prepared for this? Go back and watch those debates. You forget how electric that shit was. Don't tell your friends in Austin. They'll be mad. Just get a six-pack, toss on a Trump highlight video on YouTube. It's a good night, dude. I went back. I watched his first debate. That's like my favorite one. At the time, Trump was polling at like less than 1%. Like no one liked him. If you guys like him now, you didn't back then. And I know that because I watched my dad. My dad at the time, he would like, anytime Trump even came on TV, my dad would be like, get this fucking joker. Get him off the fucking screen. And then now my dad's like, yeah, fucking guys can't go to the Capitol? He's like, guys can't have fun anymore? He's like, and it was because of the debates. That's
Oh shit.
no, his dad is probably so racist.
He
It makes
probably
no
is.
sense. It makes no sense, bro.
That's crazy.
This is around all that time too. That's funny.
That's what did it, dude. That's how we got Trump. These debates. And the first one is the best one. So it's a Republican primary. Everyone's up on stage, and they're all still doing their political shit. So like the first couple guys that talk are like, I'm from Kentucky, and I love education. And the crowd's like, nice. We didn't know what was coming. And then the next guy's like, I'm from Georgia, and I love religion. And the crowd's like, pretty good. This is a good one. This is a heated debate. And then it finally got to Trump's turn to talk, and he was just like, Rand Paul is ugly? And the whole crowd was like, oh! We didn't know you could do that in this. You can just do that as your thing.
Why you sound like him?
And Rand Paul was like, all right, everybody, settle down. We're trying to have a debate here. And the whole crowd was like, shut the fuck up, Rand Paul.
Oh!
Ugly bitch. And we just kept throwing dorks up on stage to make them debate Trump. And it was not fair. It was mean for us to have done that to people. These guys were in politics their whole lives. And they just had to debate a fucking maniac up there. Who didn't give a fuck, dude. And I hate to, it was fun to cheer for him in the debates. It was fun to cheer for him in the debates because he was going up against guys that had been in politics for like 40 years, and then he showed up to the event like, oh, fuck it, what are we talking about? Like, he had no clue. Every week he had no fucking idea. There's one debate he's like in the middle of it going back and forth about the economy with Ted Cruz. They're literally talking about the economy, and in the middle of it he's just like, Ted's wife, ugly as a dog. Dude. Holy shit, dude. And Ted was like, I'm from Texas. You don't talk about a man's family like that. You've got a dog wife, Ted.
Hey.
Everyone knows.
Damn. That's crazy, bro. He really do.
Yeah,
say
and a
that.
week later, Ted Cruz was on TV like, I support Donald J. It's like, you pussy. I will say this. The one thing that sucked about Trump losing was, for me, was because I just figured out kind of how to do his voice. Which that's kind of a bummer that it's not hard to do Trump. It's all you have to do just do that. Do that a second off from where it should be in the sentence. And then you don't have to sound like him. All you have to do is like get his cadence down. It's very easy. All you have to do is like describe something and then say you described it that way. That's it. It's every time. Like, what a big room this is. I walked in here, I said, wow, what a big room. That's it. Every time.
Oh! They sound
Austin.
just like him.
A lot of homeless. Austin. A lot of homeless. I walked in here, I said, wow, that's a lot of homeless. You guys got a lot of homeless. What are you guys doing about it? Whatever you guys are doing is not working. So just switch. I don't know what to do either. But do something. A lot of tents. Why? It's been making me laugh thinking about Trump, like, not understanding why people are homeless.
Why?
I walked out, I saw him, I said, why? Are you living in tents, I could never, these guys. But I will say this about Trump. I don't want you guys to I don't want to turn this into a rally. I don't want you to. I will say this, and don't freak out. Just listen. I think it's fair to say that of all the presidents we've had, I think it's fair to say that Trump would have been the funniest one to see get shot. You know?
He called it, bro, because it happened.
This was obviously
This
before.
before all this happened. He called it, bro.
Oh,
Dude,
he did say Trump lost.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
all this. This is before all this.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. He called it.
Oh.
You know?
He need an update on
Dude,
this.
the Patriots got fired up on that, dude. I was having fun at this show. No, look, I didn't even say it would be funny.
Damn.
I said funniest. It's a huge difference. Technically, there's a funniest of everything. There is. It doesn't make it funny,
Yeah.
but there is, like, think of the worst thing you can think of. There's a funniest one. I'll go first. I'll think of one. School shooting. None of those are funny. Zero funny. But maybe there was one where, like, the horse girl in the class like could sense something was coming. You know what I mean? And they were like, "What's wrong?" And she was like,
No, he did not just do that. Hey, bro, he's funny, bro.
He's funny as fuck. Bro.
Yo.
What
the
Bro, this man is so funny.
Oh my god.
you know?